album that we've got. Basically, it's running along the same lines that we had before, with the other 2 albums being a demi-theme, which is kind of something that's been coined by ourselves and other people as the critics you'd say. Like, basically, it goes through a theme, a running theme that's a little bit less than a full concept. We decided on this album to go along the theme of Nordic runes, which basically were used back in the day by Vikings, the Nordic, to basically for divination and to predict the past, present and future, but they were also assigned to gods, so for things like a harvest, or for the sun god, you would use certain runes to align them to the gods that they were, for. Running along with the theme, the Nordic rune theme, we've managed to link basically a couple of metaphors in with the runes without them being so literal, because obviously if you wrote an album fully about Nordic runes it could get a little bit boring, but and factual, but basically I've tried to link them in with everyday anecdotes and everyday things that have happened to me. And a couple of times there's one year of the harvest, which on a literal term means to survive and get to your next harvest, but on a metaphorical sense it's more along the lines of surviving hardship and getting through and pushing through. And there's a lot of that theme within the album, as it's about pushing through and getting past it, And another one of them is Watcher, and basically it's about linking in with family members and basically looking out for them, and whether that's to do with things like substance abuse, or it's to do with just generally having someone's back when it comes to beyond being just, they're my family. It's about having their back as a whole. So running along the lines of the divination sense of the past, present, future, what we try to do with the album, a little bit subtly obviously, but we've tried to link in Portraits, which is our first album, Union of Crowns for our second album, and this album, and then future albums as well. And there's little subtle hints within our album, the new one, which is basically that just link with those albums, whether that's lyrically or a feeling, or whether that's Jason's parts or my parts as well.